Hello and welcome. In this particular video, we will be talking about twin theory. In chapter 9, we'll find its relevance and reference. So without wasting time, we'll just start with the topic. Twin theory, it consists of monozygotic and dizygotic twin. So monozygotic twins are twins which are born from one zygote. And which has 100%, which shares 100% genes. So here we'll try to demonstrate sperm, egg, and their combination will become one zygote. If this zygote is broken into two, that leads to monozygotic twins. Right? If such situation happens, then that will create a monozygotic twins which will look 100% alike. Talking about the dizygotic twins, there is a possibility of double evolution, that in one menstrual cycle there will be release of two eggs, and at the time of fertilization both gets fertilized, and that is how two zygotes are created, and that leads to dizygotic twins. They are 50%, they share the 50% genes which is common in regular term. If monozygotic twins show more similarity on given trait compared to dizygotic twin, this provides evidence that genes significantly influence the trait. So gene influence the traits. Next point is that if monozygotic twins shows more similarity on a given trait compared to dizygotic twin, this provides us the evidence that genes significantly influence the traits. However, if monozygotic and dizygotic twins share a trait to an equal extent, it is likely that environmental influence the trait more than genetic factor. So genes definitely influence the trait, but environment also plays a key role. So environment also influences genetic factors. So environment also influences the genetic factors. Generally, monozygotic twins are similar, that we have talked. If some child, if say A and B are born from this broken zygote, so they will be identical, and dizygotic twins, these two will be completely different. Genetic constitution of dizygotic twins differ, that is, they are two different ovum or eggs and two different sperms. So the genetic constitution of the dizygotic twins will be different. So now we'll talk about certain features. The features are like this. We'll talk about mono, and then we'll talk about dizygotic, monozygotic and dizygotic. First we'll talk about the height, second we'll talk about weight, third we'll talk about menarche or menarche, fourth we'll talk about IQ level. We'll talk about menarche or menarche deeply when we'll study in the next lecture. So maximum height is 1 point. So maximum difference between monozygotic height is 1.74 centimeters approximately, right? So maximum difference between the two, that is A and B, can be 1 to 1.75 centimeters. The maximum weight difference can be similar, 1.73 kilograms. Menarche is within 2 months. Menarche is the basically menarche is the onset of first menstrual cycle. And IQ level difference is low when they are near and high when they are far apart. So if A and B, they are kept in an environment called as C, so their IQ will be nearly same. But if A is kept in environment C and B is kept in environment D, then their IQ differs. Now we'll talk about the dizygotic twins. So the minimum difference between two can be 4.4 centimeters. Here we talked about maximum. Here we are talking about minimum. The difference between weight is 4.53 kilograms, that is to minimum. Here the difference between the menarche, onset of menarche is 10 months. And if we did similar kind of experiment here, so we find that the difference between the IQ is very high. Here the difference is low. So in this particular video we talked about the twin theory method, twin study. We'll further continue the series. Thank you for watching.